Hey everyone, my name is Pam. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to get into our Christmas themed savings and our winter themed savings for January, like our monthly challenges that we've been working on. So I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Let's just go ahead and get into this. I'm going to pull out the money that I have for Christmas. We're going to count it up, and then we are going to separate it out here on the side and start on our challenges. So hey guys, what did you do this weekend? Any plans for today? So you guys know I pre-record, and yeah, my Steelers lost. So this Sunday, I will be just chilling, I guess, watching everybody else's team who is still in it play, because I do like football no matter what. So I will still watch football until the end of the season. But other than that, I don't really have any other plans for Sunday, but to chill out. For the most part. All right, let's count up this money that we have for Christmas. 10, 20, 30, 5, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. We had $2 left over from last week, just to prevent ourselves from having an IOU. So let's go ahead and get this all separated over here, and we'll get started. I don't think we have a clip of where we're supposed to start, but I'm going to start with Junior's Elf Quest. We do tend to put a decent amount in here every week. So let's go ahead and get that out. We are working on the toy chest. We did fantastic last week in getting 2 toys last week. So let's see if we can possibly finish up our toy quest today. Let's go ahead and get our board out. And this is from April's Fresh Start, and Junior is her son. And how we play this is we start here. Let me get my little game piece. You know, it shouldn't matter what color it is, Pam. And then what we do is we'll roll a D6 dice and move around the board. I will cheat. When I think I'm close to getting something that I need, I will maybe drop down or increase my dice number. So, all right, we're looking for the doll and the bike. The bike is a number 2. So let's go ahead and roll a number 2 and see if we get a 2. And we got a 2. Yay, 1, 2. I know that's cheating y'all, but I don't care. Okay, so we're going to do $2 in that, because that's how much it saves. Oh my gosh, y'all. I cracked myself up. So let's go ahead and mark that bike off, and then we'll go ahead and we need the doll next. Let's see if we get the doll. And we rolled a 1, so we're probably not going to get her. So let's save $1 for the gingerbread. Let's go ahead and roll that D2 again. And we rolled a 2, so we passed her right on up. That's what we get for trying to cheat. All right, let's go ahead and roll our D6 dice. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the castle. We don't need that. Let's roll 2 D6 dice and see what we can do. All right, we have an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a bow. We definitely don't need that. Only thing we left is the doll. She is 4 spaces away. Let's go ahead and roll both of our D2 dice. And we rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the gingerbread. We don't need that. Let's roll 1 D2 dice. And we rolled a 2. So we passed her right on up. So we'll save a 1. Let's go ahead and roll. So we can't pick her up again until we get around the board. So 2. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, 1, 2. Where are these snake eyes when I need them for Tomato Wars? All right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's roll one more time, or both of our D2 dice, and see if we can roll 2 2s and pick up that doll. If not, we're done. We're gonna be done. Yay! 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are saving $2 for her. Let's go ahead and get 3 1s. We'll take that 5, put these 3 1s back. Okay, so we are definitely taking that as a win. Yes, cheater, pumpkin eater, but that's what you got to do sometimes, or you're going to be playing this game for the next 6 months. So, and it has already saved us quite a bit of money. So let's see what we saved today in Junior's Elf Quest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, $13. So let's do, let's put this back over here for 2. And then we will do 1. And we'll put this back for a 10. Okay, so $13 saved today. pretty awesome. Let's see if we can condense any of this down, which looks like we can. So we've saved so far in total 20, 40, 50, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. $57. So let's put this back over here for a 5. All right, perfect. $57 in our toy quest. We'll pick our next quest out next week. I'm just going to go ahead and put the finished quest back in there. There's only 2 more quests that we have to do, and then this game is going to be done. You can always reprint your toy quests and save with it again at a later time, so not an issue. You can just keep saving with this time and time and time again. Because you're not crossing off the board, it's just easier to print out the quest cards. All right, our next challenge up is from Kim at Budgeting with Kim. She is my bestie. And so along with Sheila, we're going to pick one of these 3 cards from her, A Very Gnomy Christmas. And we'll scratch all of the stickers on there and see what we're saving today. So we have this one with the gnome on his sleigh. Let me grab a scratcher tool and see what we're saving today. And hopefully we have enough because these can be a little spicy. All right, 2, 7, which is 9. I think we'll be all right. Let me scratch this first before I get too crazy. And 4. So $13 coming into here today. Let me clean that up. So we scratch 1 card each week. So what did I say, 13? Yes, 1, 2, and 3. And let's see what we have in total. We'll condense down. I do have some condensing bills here off to the side. 10, 20. I thought there was a 5 in there. Oh, there is. 25, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31. Perfect. So all of this money, it will be going towards Christmas savings for Christmas 2026. Goes into the Discover account. And we just dump it all in there, and we'll pull from it as we need to when it's time to go shopping for Christmas. Now, this one is from Star over at Budgeting for Me. It's a $100 saver. We scratched a 12 last week. Let's go ahead and roll a D6 dice. 1, so I guess we'll go right here on the other side of it, and that's a 10. Let's see, what do we have over here to the side? So we have my Candy Cane Kisses to finish up. I think we are going to finish that. Definitely. So let's go ahead. We'll come back to this if we can. We've saved $22 in here so far. And we will go ahead and come back if we can. Let's go ahead and finish up my challenge. I'll just leave that out. We are working with 4 challenges at a time. And this is Candy Cane Kisses. This is free on my Ko-Fi. You can go ahead and pick this up. So that's a 1. This is a $36 saver. No, I'm guessing that you can see that without a lot of glare. And a 7. So $8 coming into here today. Okay, perfect. You know me, I like to get it cleaned up real nice. All right, so $8 coming in. Yes, that is 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. This should be $36 over here. So we did finish a challenge today. I forgot this one was close to being done. So let's see what we have. We have 25, 32, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So $36. That's correct. Let's grab that. And a 10. And we have our 36. Perfect. All right. So what I'm going to do is clip this off and set it to the side. And I'll be sure to put that where it's supposed to go. This is the new challenge we're going to be starting on. And this is from Tiny Budget Co. But Sheila bought this for me as a Christmas present. And so that's what we're going to put into our binder next. Let's see. We have 5. We have 8. Let's start this one. Let's see how spicy it is. I don't know how, how heavy her numbers are. So we got a number 1. Let's go up here in the corner. Ooh, these are nice scratchers. My 1-inch holographic scratchers, they are not nice at all, but these are real nice and buttery. So $3. All right, 1, 2, and 3. So that leaves us with 5. Let's go one more time. Hopefully we don't end up with an IOU. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, perfect. So $8 coming in here. I could not have done that any better. So thank you so much, Sheila, for purchasing this for me. And we did perfect with getting the right amount in here. So $8 coming in to get this started. This is a $50 savings challenge. And that's going to take care of our Christmas savings for today. That $50 went really fast, as it always does. And let's go ahead and close up this binder. We did finish one challenge today. And, oops, sorry guys. I just bumped my ring light. Let me move it up a little bit. Yeah, so we've got one step closer to being done on our elf quest as well. So we will find a challenge to replace mine that we finished. And then we'll introduce that next week. All right, so before I forget, let's do our Valentine's Day scratcher. We do this one per day. And this is from Sunshine and Chaos Budgeting. We're going to go ahead and roll a D6 and see where we're going. So 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's $3 we're saving today. And this just helps to fund some Valentine's Day presents for the girls and whoever else I want to buy stuff for. Oh, right. So we have 20, 2, 4, and 5 saved so far in our scratch off challenge. And it's a mystery save. It doesn't have the amount on there, but there's only 4 more scratchers left on that challenge. Okay, so let's go ahead and set that off to the side. We'll continue to work on that until it's finished, and then we'll introduce our next one that's right behind it. All right, let's go ahead and get our winter binder out now. We've been doing this as like monthly savings challenges that are winter themed. This is like very reminiscent of the fall binder that we have been working on. Let's just not open this up. I'm going to work out of the book on this one. This is a savings challenge that I made because I had extra laminating sheets left over. Let me pull that in. So before we get started, let's go ahead and count up the money that we have here. Alrighty. Let me get a little bit of sort quick because this gets, it says it's 160, but let's make sure. So 20, 40, 60. So the rest of this should be 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So that's 150. So 90 and 60 is 150. 151, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. So 160, we are correct. All right, let's go ahead and just work directly out of the binder on this one. We're going to roll a D6 dice. This is also going to Valentine's Day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 3. So that's a 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I move my vacuum, I'll have more room. All right, let's go again. That's a 2. So that's 6. Let's put that 4 ones back and grab a 10. All right, and we're going to go one more time, and we'll do the last 3 scratchers next week. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that's 5. So $15 is coming into this week. And anything that is Valentine's Day related as of now is going into whatever Valentine's savings we are going to use for next month. Any leftover will be pushed to the next holiday, which will probably be Easter. And I really don't buy much for Easter at all. So we'll just leave that up front because we're going to put all the Valentine's Day money together. So now we can go ahead and rotate this way. Okay. And then go ahead and get our rest of our Valentine's Day challenges out. And then I'll go over who they are by. So this first one is from Budgeting with Kim. This is her beautiful holiday, part of her holiday package. And she turned it into a roll and save for me. Hopefully you can see the numbers on there. But if you purchase this from her, it'll have like 5s and 10s on it. So let's go ahead and roll. Let's roll both of her D2 dice. Okay, so 2. Let's go again. 3. And one more time. 3. So $8 coming into here today. Let's grab 8, 2, 3, So we have our 8, but we're just going to pile it all together and we'll count it all up together. All right, and next is from Star at Budgeting for Me. Yes, I love her challenges. It says, will you be my Valentine? And we are going to do 2 here. So let's go ahead and roll our D6 dice. We rolled a 1, so we'll go right here. And that's 2. 1 and 2. And let's go directly across. And that's a 4. So $6 coming into here. This is a $25 scratcher. And we'll put one of these ones back and grab a 5. Okay, so let's clean this up. Let's count up all of our Valentine's Day savings for today and see what we have going. So I'm guessing next week we'll be completely done with these Valentine's Day savings, and we'll be able to pull that money and put it in the bucket for Valentine's Day. So 5, so that's exciting. And then I'll be able to do whatever shopping I need to do for the girls to grab them something nice for Valentine's Day. Okay, so let's go ahead and got a 2 in here. Okay, let's count this all up. This is a good bit because remember we had those scratch off challenges too. So 20, 40, 55, 65, 67, 8, 9, 71, 2, and 3. So $73. That is awesome. We'll do a 20. We'll do a 2 and a 1, and then we'll put this back for 50. So that worked out great. And I can't wait to go get their couple little items for them. I'm not going to go real crazy. We just had Christmas and they already had a hard enough time telling me what they wanted for Christmas. So it'll probably just be gift cards and chocolate, to be honest with you. All right. So that takes care of our Valentine's Day savings. Let's go ahead and start on our winter theme items. And this one is from Vicky Thinks. We do $21 in this every week. Let me grab my marker that we've been using to color this in with. And hopefully I grabbed the right one. I think it's this one right here. All right, so we're going to do the 18 and 3 for 21 this week. And I moved this to the front of the binder because I wanted to make sure that this is not getting caught to the back. And by the time I get back there, we're out of money. So we should be able to get through this binder once, but we'll see. You just never know what you're going to encounter with a scratch off and whether or not a number might be spicy. So I did move this challenge to the front so that we can have ultimate savings with this challenge. Okay, so 21, 20, and 1. And we might be able to condense down what we've saved, which it looks like we can. If I can get my money all turned the right way. 20, 40, 62, and 1. So let's go ahead and do a 50, a 10, just to get some of these. 62. I say 62 on 1. That's 63. I don't know why I counted it like that. So $63 so far, and that's right. $21 for the last 3 weeks is 63. That is such a cool challenge. Thank you so much, Vicky, for making that. It saves $2.10 if I didn't already mention that. All right, binder, stay still. All right, the next challenge is from Bestie Sheila over at Gen X Budgets. This is her winter roll the die. So what we're going to do is, let me see. I don't even think I have 2 D4s, but let me see if I can dig one out. I was not prepared, child. I was not prepared. So that's not a D4. Okay, here's my D4. So I have this D4 from Lindy, and this one just came out of a set. You won't be able to see the crystal one, so I'll tell you what it says. And this says, get a marker first. 2 and 4. So 2 and 4, we have already done. 4 and 2, we have not. So we got the little penguin. And the little penguin is $2. Perfect. All right, so I think we do 4 times on this. So we have 1 and 2. 1 and 2 we've already done. 2 and 1 we haven't. So that's another $1. Let's go again. We have 3 and 4. We've already done. 4 and 3. That's another $1. So let's go one more time. And then we'll finish this challenge up next week. 2 and 4. We've already done. 4 and 2. And if we get to the point where we just keep rolling the same ones, I'm going to pick 3 and 3 is our hat here. So our hat is going to save us $4. Perfect. So let's go ahead and see what do we have in here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm putting this back. and grabbing a 10. So $22 saved in this so far. From Sheila at Gen X Budgets. Such a cute challenge. Winter roll the dice. So we will finish that up next week, which is just in time for the end of the month, and we'll start her next challenge the week after that. All right, this is from Bestie Kim, and this is her 2026 Happy New Year Savings Challenge. Let's go ahead and just scratch. We're not going to roll. Let's go here, and that's a 3. And yeah, we'll go again. And a 5. So we'll finish this up next week with that last scratcher. So $8 coming into this today. Okay, let's see what we have. So we need 8. Let's put this 2 back for a 10. And then we'll have $31 out of 35. So this is a $4 scratcher right here. Very good. At least it should be if I did the math right. This next one is from me. Winter is nature's sleep. Let's go ahead and scratch 2 off on here, and then we'll do the other 2 next week. So 4 and 9, child. 13. Lord, I should have let the dice decide. So $13 coming into here today. And this is a $50 savings challenge. So 10, 12, and 13. Let's see what we have so far. 20, 35, 37, and 38 out of 50. So those last 2 scratchers are $14 total. All right, next is from Star, budgeting for me. This is a nice big savings challenge for $75. Let's go ahead and roll. We'll let the dice decide this time. We'll roll 2d6 dice, and if they're not too spicy, we'll scratch both. So we have a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ooh, 1, yeah, so we're definitely going again. And the other D6 was a 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 3. So we are putting $4 into this, and maybe, just maybe, we'll come back around as long as we get through the binder once. I'd like to at least get through once. So we scratched off $4 worth. Let's see what's in here. We have a 1. I'm going to put it back for a 5. So now we have $30 in here, saved out of 75. Not too shabby. It's a beautiful Happy New Year savings challenge from Star. And I love that I can just re-sticker her stuff and use it again at another time. You know, it gets to a point where, you know, if you're not giving things away, you have all the stash you need. Because even if you rotate it out every other year, you're not even going to remember that you had that challenge. I promise you. There's things that I have stacked up as far as savings challenges, and I'm like, I forgot that I even saved with this. So all right, this is from Blue Kiwi Budgets. Happy New Year 2026. Let's go ahead and roll 2d6 dice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 is our first one, and we scratched a 4. Try to get most of that off of there. Okay, and the next d6 was a 6. Oh no, it was a 4. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll scratch our last little one. And that's a 3. So we're putting $7 into this today. Let's clean this up. And we're going to grab 7. And this is a $40 savings challenge. So let's see what we have so far. I got my heater on, y'all, and I got it turned all the way up. So now it's just getting hot. 10, 15, 22, 4, 5, and 6. So $26 in our scratcher from Lacey of our Blue Kiwi Budgets. 26, yay. So 14 more in that one as well. So we'll be able to finish up quite a few next week. And anything that we don't finish, we'll just roll it over into February. Now, this is our winter binder, so it all fits. All right, now this scratch off challenge, we started in our Christmas binder. We bought it over because I wanted to make sure that we finished it, even though I should have just left it in a Christmas binder. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. So we finished all the shut the boxes, and they really, look what it did to me, y'all. So let's go ahead and get our game piece. And now we're going to work our way around the board. So 1 and 2. And we scratched a little kitty face. I think they're $5 for those. Let me look and see. So say $5 per cat. That's it. So let's go ahead and roll again. All right, 2, 1 and 2, and 5. So let's go ahead and stop there. We can always come back And this one will be going towards Christmas since it is Christmas themed. And that's where it started off at anyway. So $5. Let's go ahead and grab another. We'll put this 5 back and grab a 10. And then we might condense down again. Nope, we're not. So 50, 60, and $61 in this challenge. And that's from Bookish Mama Budgets, Lindsay. And that was available for download on her Etsy shop. Okay, next up is from Budgeting with a Ginger. This is her beautiful 2026 Happy New Year Savings Challenge. Let's roll a D6, 2, 1, and 2, and that's 7. Let's go one more time. I hope I don't regret this. 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, not too bad. $10 coming into here today. And we will finish this up next week. And, you know, next week we're going to be finishing quite a bit of stuff, but that's great. So we have 20, 30, 45, 6, and 7, 47. We don't have any more 20s over there, so let's pull from over here. And I do try to keep my ones condensed down so that I'll have them for like Mini Monday and, you know, Football Friday and things like that. When I need a lot of ones, I don't want them to be in my binders, stuck when I can use 2s. All right, this is from Joe of our CBA Mom Saves, her Shut the Box. Let's go ahead and roll 2 D6 dice and see what we're doing today. All right, so we first rolled an 8. So let's go ahead and take care of that. It's a strong start. Because you know how Shut the Box, man, it'll take you right on out. Ooh, so that's a 10. Let's go ahead and do that 9 and that 1. And hopefully I don't need that 1 later. 9 and 1. It's been a minute since I actually shut the box. You know, might have gotten close, might have cheated to get close, but organically shut the box has been a while. So another 8. So let's do 6 and 2. All right, 7, 5, 4, and 3 is what's left. Let's see what we can do with this next roll. Okay, so there's our 6, and we can't do anything with that. I said there's our 6, like we can do something with that. All right, we're going to do a courtesy roll, and hopefully we get something, shall. A 10. Okay, 7 and 3. Thank goodness for Nori and her courtesy rolls. Best thing that she invented. All right, so we have a 5 and a 4. All right, let's cheat a little bit, y'all. Let's cheat a little bit. Let's do a D3 and a D2. And see what we can do. All right, there's our 4. And let's do one more time. And we rolled a 4. So we're saving $5 this week. Okie dokie, not too shabby. Let's see what we got in total. So, in total we have $10, $15, $17, $18, and $19. Very good. Let's put that back for a 2. And there's our 19. So we will finish that up next week as well. We'll see how nice it is to us when we get into that next week. All right, next is from Party Planner Favorite. This is a new challenge. It's one of her mini games. I absolutely love these. And I didn't number them, but let's go ahead and do that. I like to number them, and then it'll tell us where we are saving for that, on which board. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll a D4 dice and see where we're going. So card number 3, scratcher number 2. Ooh, these hearts are not nice. They're pretty, but they're not easy to scratch. I know I'm shaking the heck out of my camera. So $4. Oh, those are horrid. Okay, so $4 coming into here. 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and roll again. Card number 1. Scratcher number 4. Down here in the corner. 2 times. Chow. Okay. Now we got to get our little bonus pieces, which are right underneath my left hand. All right, so we're just going to pick one. And we're picking the bow today. So 2 times, woo, 4. And this sticker's just coming off. I don't know if I could just rip it off. These aren't laminated, so I better not do that. Let's go ahead and just finish scratching it. Oh, these scratchers are horrid. I'm glad I discovered this stuff before I stick it on stuff and send it out to people for freebies. I don't know if you guys would care if you didn't pay for it. I don't sell anything. But that is not easy to scratch off. So $8. Let's put 2 back. Grab a 10. And so far we have $12 in this challenge. So 8 and our 4. That's right. So we can throw this one away. And $12 coming in here to get that one started. That's such a cute challenge. Next one's a new one, also from Kimmy's Corner. Look how cute this is. I think this was from meeting a milestone, maybe like 1,200 subbies, 12 or 1,300. So I thought this was cute and I wanted to save with it. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's a 1, so we got to go again. This is a $30 savings challenge. 3, 1, 2, and 3. Oh my gosh, another 1. Let's go one more time. 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's a 2. So we're putting $4 into this today. This is a nice, gentle scratch-off challenge. I like these. $4 coming into Kimmy's challenge. All right, beautiful. Okay, let me see how much money I got, child, because I got 1, 2, 3 more challenges to do. Okay, I think we have enough. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So $29, and we have a shut the box. So that's why I wanted to stop and count that up real quick. This is from Simply My Journey. This is Carmen's Savings Challenge. She's taking a break from YouTube, so hopefully she'll be back soon. All right, so we have a 5. Let's go again. We have a 7, so 6 and 1. All right, be good to me now. All right, let's drop down into our 2 dice. 3. Now we need a 4 or a 2. There's our 4. And now we need a 2. Oh my gosh, we shut the box. I cheated, but we shut the box. Let's go ahead and say 5 for shutting the box. STB. Yes, I did cheat, but it still counts. $15, $16, $17 in our Shut the Box from Carmen over at Simply My Journey. Yay! All right, so next is from Angel Marie 888. Here we go with these scratch offs. Again, oh gosh, I just kind of like got to scratch it from the inside out. So $3. This was a thank you for 200 subscribers, and she's almost at 1,000. So this might have been from last year, to be honest with you. So a 3 and a 4, so $7 is coming in here. Okay, 7. All right, so 5, 6, and 7. And then so far altogether we have $10, $15, $17, $18, and $19. And we will finish that one up next week. All right. Winter this or that. We will not be finishing up next week, but it'll be sometime in February. This is from Lauren over at ADHD. Or Budget with ADHD. And we are going to get started on this one. Sleeping in or watching the sunrise. Sleeping in. That is a no-brainer for me. So that's $3. Let's see. I can't do anything with that. Let me break a 5 real quick, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we need 3 of that. Okay, so go skiing or hanging out in the lodge. Come on now, y'all. Y'all know me by now. I'm not going outside. Not in the wintertime. So, pine trees or bear trees? Pine trees, they're so pretty. Bear trees are just like, they look so like depressing. So that's 3. Let's go ahead and put 2 back and grab a 5. All right, so in winter this or that, we put 5, 6, 7, and 8. So what would you pick? Would you pick sleeping in or watching the sunrise, go skiing or hanging out in the lodge, or pine trees or bear trees? What would you pick? I mean, a lot of people like winter sports, and there's absolutely nothing like wrong with that. It's just I don't like being outside. 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 24. Going into there. We got some new 2s. I did sticker some and get some ready. Whew. It is warm in here, y'all. The chill has officially been knocked off in my bedroom. All right, so this challenge, hopefully we don't scratch anything crazy, comes from Budget Life with Paula, and she has a fabulous YouTube channel here and Etsy shop, and she has a Ko-Fi shop. So we have $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 of work with on her challenge. This is a $30 scratcher. Let's go ahead and start. Let's roll our D6 and see where we're going. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here in the middle and the bottom. And that's 7. Woo, woo, woo. We are stopping there on that one. That's a nice spicy one for $30 on a $30 scratcher. So 7. We'll get us started in this one. Let's grab one of those 2s. All right. So we will worry about the rest of that. We'll worry about the rest of that later. So we have $2 left over. I think we're just going to save it for next week. There's really nowhere where I'm confident I could put that $2. So yeah, because Kim's needs 4. So we'll just go ahead and roll this over till next week. I'm going to slide it right in there, and that'll let me know that we will save with that at that point in time. Let's go ahead and switch this. Love my little paper clip. And we made it all the way through, so we will start on our Valentine's Day savings as per usual. I'm just going to move this over here. We usually don't use that because we usually start at the beginning anyway. But that's our 160 saved this week, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you tomorrow in our Monday mini savings challenges. And then Tuesday, we will get our tinies rolling once again. All right, guys. God bless you. Take care. Be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.